over time, and actually it started hundreds of years ago, the Oriental medicine practitioners figured out a way to tap into the energy system of the body and kind of like get the biofeedback essentially. And so we've just evolved that. And if you understand how MRI technology works, for example, like MRI technology uses magnets to essentially reassemble your energetic system in your body so that it can produce these images, right? And so we know we have the technology, right? We uh, uh, medical doctors will use frequency to explode kidney stones so that you don't have to excrete them, you know, in their full size, you know, if they disintegrate, and then you can excrete them easily. And so there's all, you know, sorts of ways that this is being used in advanced medicine, like medical field medicine. But from an alternative medicine perspective, it's been used for hundreds of years. It's just evolved. And so essentially we um, introduce signals to the body that are resonating frequencies. And if that resonating frequency resonates, then it is like, you're fine, that one's fine. And if it doesn't resonate and you hit resistance, then it's like, oh, we need to adjust something there.
Well, those feedback systems for the body, I think, are really important for people. And it sounds like this is something that's proprietary for your work, which is great. But if there's anything that our listeners can take advantage of, let's have a link and put it in the bio of our notes, and that would be beneficial.
Yeah, I don't think I know of anything that's really just not a practitioner,
okay,
an extension of a practitioner. So
okay.
So now what about somebody who's been living with chronic stress for a couple of years, and maybe it's not food or diet related? I mean, what do you do then? And can you reverse this? You know, if they've been living with this long, it's taking a toll on them.
So my husband is a psychotherapist and specializes in dealing with trauma. And so we have a lot of we've done a lot of work in, you know, learning what is possible with trauma therapy. And so if you have been experiencing emotional stress for an extended period of time, emotional mental stress, it is what would be referred to as complex PTSD. When you, especially if you're still experiencing it. So if you're in a toxic relationship of some sort, if you are working in an environment that's just constantly putting extreme stress on you, if you are dealing with a loved one who has a critical illness, if you're a caregiver, when you sort of shouldn't have to be anymore, you should be cared for yourself at this point, and you're caregiving for someone, that is creating trauma, and that trauma and the stress of it is building up in your body and creating PTSD. And it's a little more challenging to unravel that, because oftentimes the person is still being traumatized. You know, the problem with complex PTSD is that it's not a one-time event, right? It's like you're getting drip fed trauma, right?